The Dodgers move to 1-0 in the National League Division Series with the Los Angeles Times. Bill Shake and Lindsay Theory, Dylan Hernandez, Andy McCullough. You all know Bill Plaschke and Pedro Mora. Yes, the Dodgers 4-3 over the Nationals. Dylan, you've been covering this team a long time. Is this how you expected them to start?
No, I honestly thought that they would have to get more out of Kershaw. I think yesterday when he came out and said, it's not all on me, honestly, I kind of thought, well, that's probably not a good sign because I did think it was all on him. And basically what we saw today was kind of a continuation of what we saw in the regular season where, relatively short start followed by really good relief pitching and some power hitting. So, I didn't think that this would necessarily translate into October. At least for one game it did.
Bill, you were all about Clayton Kershaw in your pregame column. I know you were kind of waiting down in the press box, seeing if this was going to end up in a collapse.
Everybody watched tonight and thought, oh, here we go again. And Kershaw hung in there and got through 5 innings, allowed 3 runs, and it was enough. He was tough enough. Several times he was on the ropes. So you can look at it and say, well, it's a pretty bad Kershaw postseason performance, but then we've seen bad performances, and this ended in a win, so it was a great postseason performance, and it showed, I think Dylan was talking about this, how great it is that it seems like the Dodgers can win. If they can win with Kershaw going 5 innings, and we have Andy McCullough, our great beat guy here, what's your feeling about all that?
I don't know about you. Would you say he pitched like a bulldog tonight?
Yeah, Oral Hershiser, do you hear that? He's pandering to Oral Hershiser. Go ahead.
No, Kershaw was not very good tonight. I don't think there's any point in sugarcoating it. He didn't really have his slider. He didn't really have his curve. The fastball was erratic. He grinded through 5 innings against one of the better offenses in baseball. And this team is built to survive. They have contingency plans built for everything going wrong every game. And they were able to. This is not what they wanted to happen, right? And they were able to adapt very quickly. They got Kershaw through the 5th, and once they were through that, they could pick up 12 outs pretty quickly. Kenley Jansen was fantastic tonight, going to get 5 outs. Pedro Baez was pretty good, and Joe Blanton and Grant Dayton basically did their jobs. And that's the blueprint for this team.
Well, it didn't hurt Clayton Kershaw that he had some run support early in the game with Corey Seager. Pedro, I know you were talking with Corey Seager.
Were you talking with Corey?
It was
good.
Yeah.
Always
Bill, what do you think? I'm not doing my job out there?
Okay. So,
what about it? He jumped on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Max Scherzer on the first pitch and hit it for 400 feet.
All right, good. How about the pressure? The kid acts like he feels no pressure in this situation.
I don't think he does. I don't think that's an act. I don't think he does feel any pressure.
He's a very good-looking young man.
I think he's been, the best baseball player he's ever seen for the first, for the last 17 years of his life, and he pretty much acts like it, and he is.
So. Remember the last time we saw Corey Seager in the playoffs, he was failing to cover third base against the Mets. So what a big change the difference tonight was.
Bill, pretty deflating for the Nationals. Their home park to go down 0-1 to the Dodgers. You were in their clubhouse. Are they down?
A little bit. I don't think it's the players so much as the atmosphere here because they've been reminded all week. The Nationals had 98 wins last time they got to the playoffs. Didn't get out of the first round. They had 95 wins. They didn't get out of the first round. They expect to at least get out of the first round because the last time a Washington, D.C. baseball team won a postseason series was 1924. I think, Bill, were you there?
Oh, Bill with the mic drop. Okay, I know we all want to sit here and argue all night long, but let's just go around really quick. Give Game 2 predictions. Pedro.
Who's going
to win?
The Dodgers behind Rich Hill.
I think the Nats have never seen Rich Hill, right? So the Dodgers.
Rich Hill is going to pee on the Nats much like he peed on his hand to try and cure his blisters.
Andy McCullough always bringing something special. Dylan?
Yeah, well, very recently, Plaschke and I were talking to Scott Boras, kind of the nominal Nationals general manager. He said he feared Rich Hill because they hadn't seen him before. So I'm going to go with the Dodgers.
I have to eat dinner with these guys, so I'm going with them, with the Dodgers.
Oh, really? As much as I'd like to be controversial and no, it's the Nationals. Rich Hill is going to do a karma thing. These guys had Rich Hill last year in AAA. They let him go. He's going to come back and shove tomorrow.
So 4-3 win over the Nationals. The Dodgers are 1-0 in the NLDS. We'll be right back here on Saturday for Game 2.